What's up, Taurus, Taurus Sun, Taurus Moon, Taurus Rising, and even Taurus Venus? Y'all are welcome here at my channel, Tarot by the Intuitive Teacup. Let's read your tarot cards. Guys, these are general messages. Not everything I say will resonate, so please use your own discernment, your logic, and your intuition. Separate what is meant for you and what is not. Okay, here we go for Taurus. All right. Queen of Wands, all right, so someone who's very creative, someone who's very passionate, someone who's communicative, right? Wands can represent our communication, so could be some good messages are coming in. I almost get a sense that it's more in a spiritual sense, so this may have to do with pursuing something that is more spiritual in nature. I also think that if you're open to the idea of spirit guides, I do think you have one around you, and I mean that in the best positive way, right? It's a spirit guide and that it's light, it's good energy. They're trying to make you aware of something. What is that? So, okay, something from the past is coming back. Let's see. And you wrote this person's name on a list. That's okay. This is so funny. Do you have a list of your exes or something about you memorialize something in a list? And I don't know exactly if this is going to make sense to anyone, but I'm almost getting you memorialize it in a list when you know it's done. Like you add it to the, and this could be more in metaphor, like you keep track of things in your mind, like, you know, I don't know what it is. It's the way you organize your life or the people in it or something like that. To be honest, the first thing that comes to mind very clearly is like a list of the exes. Like, and I know that sounds kind of weird to some of you, but others, I think you know exactly what I'm talking about. Universe is saying don't, it's actually, I think, positive. It's like, don't scribble it off yet. And for those who are returning, you guys know I don't like to paint false hope. I'm not someone who's like, you know, hold on to your past, be precious about it. I tend to swing the opposite way, but there's something about, I think it's something you wrote off or you decided it wasn't for you or that it just wasn't serving you. And that's completely valid. That's fine. But I think it comes back around. Is it good or bad? I sort of get the vibe that Spirit is wanting you to see it for a reason. So I'm wanting to say there's something more to be discovered here that maybe you weren't fully aware of. What's the deal here? Yeah, okay. The Six of Wands. The Six of Wands is generally a very positive card. So just kind of to throw some examples at you here, I'm going to help connect the dots once I can. But right now, I like Six of Wands has a vibe of public recognition. There's a huge sense of accomplishment, of pride, of overcoming obstacles. You know, it follows the Five of Wands. Fives are about struggles and opposition. Six of Wands is like, okay, I've made it. I'm here. Like, I'm confident. Almost like I'm paving the way for others to follow. You're attracting a lot of attention. So quite literally, it could be that you have the attention of an ex. Maybe you're celebrating something on social media and this person saw that you're vibing high or doing well. So, so I'm wondering, like, is it an energy vampire? And I mean that not literally. I mean that in metaphor. Like, is it someone coming back only because they see you as a good opportunity, or is it because this person is trying to catch you when you're in a good point in your life? Because it's like they want to catch you when you're high. When you're high as a motherfucker. No, I'm just kidding. So, okay? Let's break it down like this. You seem to be getting a lot of attention or vice versa. This could be someone who recently is feeling a sense of accomplishment. You know, they bought the house, they got the job, they, you know, fill in the blank, they beat cancer, whatever it is. Somebody in this relationship, which might not actually be a relationship currently, they're kicking ass in some area of life, and something about that celebration or accomplishment triggers them, but that's not the proper word, domino effect. Like it pushes them to move forward and revisit something of the past. Now, this could be a list of grievances. Like maybe this is someone who, for one reason or another, there was a breakup, but you always had this thing of, well, they didn't do this and they didn't do that. I think Spirit is trying to get you to look at that list. Maybe it's to remind you why you broke it off so that you don't falter back into old patterns of thought, you know, to stand your ground, to stick to your version of what you want your life to look like. Others of you, it's almost like, remember that thing you wrote down? It was like, it's not true anymore. It's almost like this person has overcome their whatever alcohol abuse or something about like that list has either changed, in which case maybe there's more of a flexibility to be with this person. And it doesn't have to be romantic, guys, but it could be. Others of you, there's like stick to your guns. You made this decision for a reason, probably for healthy boundaries, right? The whole idea of making a list, it's to get organized. It's to sector things off, right? So I don't know. Let's keep reading. What is it that more or less God, source, spirit, angels, universe, what are they trying to get Taurus to see about the list? Go back to the list. Christmas list. I almost in like a more material sense, it's like I asked them for that one thing and they couldn't even do that. Or like they forgot to get you something for Christmas and you bought them this like lavish thing. I don't know, something about that might be important. The Sun. Okay, so I like this. Whatever the situation or the person involved, people involved here, there has been growth. There has been positive growth and development here. This might involve a Leo or an Aries. I'm going to say a fire sign. I definitely have Leo and Aries, maybe Sag only because of the fire, but it doesn't have to be. It doesn't have to be any of those signs, but those are the zodiac signs I'm looking at right now. So, and we all have every zodiac sign in our chart, believe it or not. That is an absolute truth, right? You do have pieces of everything, so. Well, planets representing that energy. All right, yeah, see, I think someone's coming back with an offer, Taurus. They want to make a good presentation. It's almost like I'm hearing for keeps this time. I'm almost getting the idea of someone was keeping score too, like tit for tat, which I'll be honest, depending on the situation, that might be a little bit childish. Now, if this person is an absolute like narcissist or however you want to say it, if this person is, completely self-consumed, then rightfully so, because the whole tit for tat thing eventually saw you to see, pen to paper, like, oh, I've done all this and they've done nothing. And ultimately, I mean, if you truly love someone, there shouldn't be sort of that like transactional way of like, well, I do this and they do that. You'll love them despite that. But I think for a lot of you, the list of grievances were so big that you were able to emotionally detach from this. I kind of sense that this person is coming back, but feel free to reverse the roles, especially with fire and earth. Those with the King of Pentacles, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn may also be involved here. But this person, I'm not exactly sure who's who, but I think you see something new, whether it's in this person or externally, outside of this old relationship or this old partnership, that it lights your world up. It's very exciting. And it's like someone sees you thriving and excited, and it makes them kind of want to come back around. But the thing is, and I know this is a rarity in tarot readings, I actually think they're going to offer you something significant, even if it's just commitment or, but that's huge, right? Maybe you didn't have that before. Maybe it was very, are we or aren't we? Let's not put a title on it. And you're like, okay, but no, I want the title. Like what are we? I need to know. So what is this person offering? And maybe this has to do with a job, right? Sometimes you can read it through different lenses. What is this person offering? King of Cups, a lot of love. They've kept it hidden. I don't think this person ever got over you. Or it's almost like they knew that there was something about self-improvement that had to, that was their first priority. They had to get well. They had to get better. This person could have either recovered from an addiction issue of any kind, but also it could have been a medical issue. And it's almost like they have this newfound sense of, whatever, I'm only going to live once, so I got to make the most of it. So, even if Taurus broke up with me, if I've done a lot of work on myself, it's almost like this person is vibing really high and they're like, I have nothing to lose by asking them one last time if they're interested. That's kind of the vibe I get. Especially for my same-sex couples, my males seeking males. So then I don't know what this is, but something lights up your eyes. Now, maybe it's this, right? Maybe this is someone you were hoping, especially if this, I always say this is important, especially if this is a relationship where it didn't crumble and blow up and smoke, where there was a lot of hurt feelings. If this was like like I like you, but we're better off as just friends, or maybe someone said that to you, but you're like, oh, but I don't want to be friends. As long as they were respectful enough to be honest with you, to level with you, and try and break things off as best they could without completely destroying each other's lives, right? Those are the type of relationships that I think more often than not have the potential to get back together. But if there was a lot of just like, you don't need me to tell you, like chaos, things that were really toxic or dangerous or unhealthy, those are the relationships they're hard to let go of, but they're more karmic by nature. This seems like something where, again, I understand some of you I keep wanting to say like the list of grievances, but I don't know, this person may have changed. They may have changed, right? What is lighting up Taurus's world? And it could be someone else. Maybe you're dating a Leo and you're just like, wow, this is amazing. Somebody in your family is pregnant, or there's news of new children, or something about the children. There's good news involving children. Maybe it's your children, right? I don't know. If it's not pregnancy, yeah, it could just be children. What? I'm confused. What is lighting up their eyes here? What are they so excited about? See the light. See the light. What does that mean? Not the dark, but the light. A lot of shadow work that was done, or something more spiritual or esoteric, or... Yeah, it's like something ended and I think it comes back together. Death to the Three of Cups. Three of Cups is very lighthearted, celebratory energy. Frequently it does have to do with reunions, celebrations, social gatherings. So here's the thing. Whether or not this person is the ex that you want back, and some of you don't want an ex back, ain't nothing wrong with that. I'm not here to tell you differently, right? But ultimately it's saying with an ending comes this release of happiness, essentially new beginnings. For some of you, it's a different opportunity that's making you feel very thriving and alive and excited and joyous. Others of you, something that it's almost like you came to terms with the fact that this is probably ended and it's exited your life. It may actually come back. I am going to throw some zodiac signs on this just because I don't want to lead you guys wrong. But you also have a lot of recognition and attention right now. And I don't know if that's the catalyst for this person coming back, because to be honest, they are coming with offerings. They're not just coming because they want to ride your coattails on something. It could even be that that's their openers, that they congratulate you on the new job, or they congratulate you on the move, or you just bought a new car and posted it on social. It's like there's something about that's their in, because it's like you're getting a lot of attention anyway, so it wouldn't be abnormal for this person in a sense to reach out and be like, oh, hey, I saw you did great on your finals. Like, congrats. That's awesome. That's their window in to be like, let me tell you about all the work I've done. In a way, it's, again, because they want to impress you, but there's actually substance to it. With the King of Pentacles, there's something big. There's something substantial to offer. And it also has a lot of love and emotions and sentimentality attached to it. I like it a lot. It does seem like someone needed to do a little bit of shadow work, right? Someone's internal energy, their dark and their light was a little whack. It was a little out of balance. And unfortunately, I think the first time around, or when you met this person, you got more of the shadow side than the light. And so this person, I do think, if this makes sense to anyone out there, even if, again, it could be a coworker, an opportunity with someone from the past, whether it's romantic or not, there has been a lot of shift and change, and something about that, I think you like what you see now. No matter what, whether a person from the past returns or not, you have good news coming to you. The Sun, the Six of Wands, and the Three of Cups. This is like pop the champagne, baby. Like, it's very good. But again, something about that situation is also tied to revisiting something from the past. And you never have to go back to something of the past, but maybe it's surfaced to make you realize just how much you've changed and grown too. That's what the Sun indicates. Growth, change, right? So it almost may be a reminder too for those who are not interested in this person. It's like they come back and it's confirmation to some of my Tauruses that, wow, 2 years ago, that was my everything. I was going to build my world around this person, and come to find out when I focused more energy on myself and achieving my own personal success and dreams and career, or my, dating life, whatever it is, that option that was my everything, it's so underwhelming to me now. There is something about going back to the past, and for some of you, it does have to do with written journals, documentation, writing. There's a new recognition about something that was written in ink or typed, but you know what I mean? It's like there was a final word on it, only that's the irony. It's not the final word because something changes. This may have to do with the job contract too. All right, let's throw some zodiacs on this. Do I have my zodiac cards though? Oh yes, I do. Perfect. I was gonna say, it feels like this was meant to be. I felt like I needed to, so there they are. Libra was at the top for what it's worth. Who might be coming back into Taurus's life in any sense of the word? Even family, right? Maybe you have a family family member that was cut off. It could be something like that. Virgo, Gemini, and another Taurus. All right. We'll take like one or two more. General readings, right? So, but feel free to book a personal. I'm always excited to do personal readings for you guys. If you feel driven or compelled to book one. So let me know. Happy to do it. We can dig in deeper to this energy. One more. This one's kind of, that one's sticking out. Sagittarius, okay? And Virgo again. You have two Virgos, right? Okay. Maybe that's symbolic. Maybe you have two Virgos. You may have another one. And Taurus again. So yeah, look at that Earth energy. Let's see. So This person coming back in, and again, swap it if that makes sense. Maybe you're having this like spiritual awakening and you're going to go chase that person who you feel like they're the one that got away. It's okay to be the chaser. I think it's very empowered sometimes to do the chasing, right? As long as it's not like, obviously in a creepy sense, make sure that the vibe and the feelings are matched, but interesting. You have very strong cards. Getting to know each other. As you reveal your innermost selves to each other, your bond deepens. True love. This is the romance of a lifetime. The song, or I'm sorry, this card always makes me think of the Madonna song. True love, you're the one I'm dreaming of. I love that song. And then new love, a person has stirred your romantic feelings. And then attraction, you attract romantic love by you attract romantic love by enjoying this moment fully. So look at you. Like these cards are incredible. You don't have anything that's like, oh, toxic, run, red flags, right? At one point in time, I think there were red flags, hence why you cut it off, or vice versa. Maybe they did. That period of separation was absolutely necessary so that if this were to come back, if we were to reignite the flames, and I almost feel like you have universe's blessing. I almost get that. The spirit guide, it's like the breadcrumb trail they're trying to get you to follow, that I think it kind of leads back to this person or this opportunity. By recognizing the red flags early, you gave yourself a period of introspection, time to work on yourself and your projects and your hobbies. And maybe, you know, in a more like zoom out perspective, maybe that's what this was all about. Maybe it was like this person was an initiator to make you realize what you would have been sacrificing had you, gotten married at age 25. Maybe by waiting a few more years, it allowed you to invest more in your career so that could start growing and thriving, so that you weren't building your life solely around a relationship. That way, you had a little bit to support yourself. And then another person coming in at this point is like, just a cherry on the cake, right? It's making you strong and independent so that when you meet someone romantically, you guys can have that, individually, but also together. It's like meeting someone who's in alignment with where you are at and what you want. Yeah, I like this. I'm not going to make it more complicated. This looks really good. So let me know in the comments below if this resonates. And I do just want to say, keep in mind, maybe this is one option, but maybe this is too. Maybe it truly is new love. Maybe this person hasn't come in yet. So that's what I'm saying. You don't need to fate yourself into only thinking about the past. Broaden your horizons. Be optimistic. Keep an open mind, because maybe this is two suitors coming at the same time. Maybe you have an earth sign and a water sign coming in, right? Options, possibilities. Taurus, thanks for joining me here today. I appreciate you guys. If you made it this far, please like the video. That really does help me so much. I know it's a hassle. You got to sign into YouTube, but do it. It's good energy. It's good karma. You get a free tarot reading for it, right? Other than that, thanks for joining me. I will see you next Wednesday for more tarot. Bye, guys.